Okay, well, so good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. Um, as I mentioned before, whether you're having breakfast or having, I wouldn't say afternoon tea for me, but for me, it's a digestive rest. My 5 hours fasting is something I'm observing, or whether you're having dinner. So hopefully, you haven't taken a break from your biological rhythm or that rhythm that you've been following on metabolic balance. As many of you know, that I believe that true health is more than just nutrition. I always say our health is like a puzzle, and there are so many different pieces that need to fit in. Sometimes some of the pieces may fall apart based on what's going on around us as well. I do believe that gratitude is one of the most powerful practice. For nourishing mind, our body, and spirit. And that's why I'm so excited to welcome our guest speaker, Rita Singh, a life and wellness coach who's passionate about helping people live with greater purpose, mindfulness, and joy. Rita, thank you so much for being here today, and we're grateful to have you. And looking
Thank you
forward
for having me.
to looking forward to learning from you. One thing we can do is you can put in the chat, what gratitude means to you, if you wish. But Rita, the spotlight is on you today.
Yeah. Yeah. So, hi, I'm Rita Singh, and thank you so much for bringing me on this platform to begin with. I just love sharing uh, whatever I have learned in my life, which is so powerful. It has helped me it's turned my life 180 degrees. And I am like I got a rebirth, new birth by the practices that I follow, which I'll sharing, with y'all. So just a little bit about my life. I have, for the last 40 years, been in the fashion industry. I was an entrepreneur. I still run the fashion store that I run, high end of Indian clothing. And that's what I did for 40 years. But side by side, it was always a keen learning for me was, the metaphysical world, which was, I was into yoga and meditation and all of that. Those was my side practices. For almost 2 decades, I teach yoga, meditation, I do Reiki healing, I've been doing tarot readings. So that was all just like a side thing. My main um, uh, remuneration or focus, vocation of life was my clothing business. Something 2 years back happened for me where I got this kind of a big nudge from life to take this on as, you know, more than just a passion. So although I've been teaching yoga and, practicing Reiki and all of that, but it was always like a sideline. Well, what happened for me 2 years back, it's become now the mainstream and main line for me. And now the clothing business has become a sideline. So, uh, so what I do, gratitude is one of what I will be emphasizing and sharing the the power, the immense power of what it is. But side to side comes, I'm a yoga teacher, I'm a meditation teacher, I am a Reiki practitioner, and I do EFT, which is emotional freedom technique, is another modality of releasing emotional blocks in the body, and tarot reading. So those are all, that's my basically bio data, resume kind of a thing I'm sharing. Now, to go to gratitude, which is one of the facets of this whole pie chart. And very powerful. So somebody did write over here, what did they think of gratitude? I saw one. Anybody else wants to share what is it that they think gratitude is? Yeah. Yes. Haley, counting my blessings, even the challenges and the learning and growth that comes, trying to overcome. Perfect, lovely. Anybody else wants to share? What do they think is gratitude? What do you think is gratitude? You hear it all. It's on every billboard, it's on every wherever you look today. I was telling Sujata, it's so becomes so generic that it's like, oh, I know what gratitude is. What's gratitude? It's no big deal. I do practice it. I am grateful, is pretty much everybody's answer that I chat with. So what do you think? Do you want to share? Else wants to share? Appreciating all the things I have around me. Yeah.
I would like to share that it actually changed my life. And I feel it gives meaning to your life and you become more aware of your blessings around.
Yeah, wonderful. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. Lovely. Anybody else? No? Okay, never mind. I'll share. So, everything basically, accepting of God's will for me. Okay, lovely. Yes. So, everything is energy. Everything around us is energy. If you go into quantum physics and you understand everything that seems to be material is actually just energy at different frequency, it is vibrating. Gratitude is one such frequency, but a very, very, very powerful frequency. So this is all absolutely right, what you have written. Now, my next question to you would be, how many of you feel life it's good, but it's not like 100%? Like there's some issue, either money, either health, either with some relationship. Something is, how many of you have that? How many of you feel like, it's going good, it's okay, but I wish health was better, or I wish my body was that good in a different size, form, shape, or really some relationship is not so good, or money is like a little constrained. So in any of these areas, even if you will not speak of it, if you don't want to share it aloud, I'm sure there will be some resonance to it, because that is life, just about for everyone. After hundreds of people that I've spoken to, that's just life for us all, where some aspect of our life will not be the 100%. There will be some kind of thing that we are struggling with. It'll be with some relationship in our life. Or it'll be with our body. It'll be with our mental state. It'll be with our finances. Somewhere we are struggling. Now, what usually happens when we say is gratitude? Normally, if you ask somebody, people always say, of course, I am grateful. I'm very grateful. I accept what life gives me. Like many of the answers, everybody answers back saying that, I'm very grateful for what I'm given and things like that. But that's pretty much at the periphery. That's at a conscious level. There is a subconscious level that is operating our life. And it's that subconscious level that is showing up in the health, in the wealth, in our relationships, wherever there is a disharmony. So we are now getting to the subconscious level. What happens for us now? For example, I'm just going to show you this. And can you tell me what this is? This is the most common example this is how we perceive life. You can say what this is. Did you see that?
With a dot.
Yeah. So did you see that? This is how we go through life. So can you answer? Did you all see what that was?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Yeah, it's a dot.
Yeah.
The big page.
Okay. And anybody else? Did you all see that?
Yeah.
Did you see that? Yeah. And that's how our life is. This is our life. This is that one thing. This is that one thing. Or maybe there'll be 2, 3 dots. Maybe the health, maybe that money, maybe there'll be these 3 dots in our life. And that's where our focus is. That's where the energy is. That's how we go through our life. Those 3 dots is where our focus always is. And that whole page, that the universal space, that entire other part of life, it's there. That's just taken for granted. It's supposed to be like that. But this is not going right. My relationship is not going right. My body is not going right. I have these health issues. If it's a health issue, we put so much focus on that health not working. I'm addressing health because this platform is got to do with, nutrition and health. But we'll put so much focus on it's not working. It's not going right. And it's fantastic for all the action that we take towards it. But here, what is playing over here 24/7, it's not functioning. It's not functioning. It's not functioning. This is how our subconscious is. And that is even for, say, a relationship with the spouse, with the child, with the friend, with the siblings, parent, whatever. That one or 2 relationships not going right. Our focus is all the time there. And we go through life with our focus just there. This one really all the time the trigger. This person, this mother, father, parent, spouse, trigger. Your trigger in your life is your focus all the time. What happens to us? Our energy is consumed by just that one thing. So yes, I'm grateful in the generic, but at the subconscious level, my energy is only continuously. One little trigger will come for, say, that relationship. There'll be, and in everyone's life, again, I have seen how many people I've dealt with. There'll always be these 2, 3 people, close, if not 2, 3, 1, that will keep triggering you. And that is your whole energy gets consumed with that. So we forget the big screen of our life, and our focus is that dot, that one person, that body issue, that money issue. And that's how we are going through our life, not realizing that when we are talking about gratitude, we're talking about that big picture. Now, how does life work? The beauty of it. I'm telling you through my experience, when I gave you that little snippet of what I did for years and where I am and all of it. Life works is when you switch your focus, switch the energy, moving from the dot to the big thing. So when we start, now this is truly proven magic and the truth. And I'm telling you from my experience and many other people's experiences that I have shared and dealt, and I'll never say taught. I always say I share and the other receives, and it's always a sharing. This whole journey is about I sharing with the other and the other shares back, and that's how we all grow together. So from other people's experiences, including my own, the shift happens when, where is the issue? We start putting gratitude. It is a paradox, but that is the beauty of this whole journey, which we haven't been taught. If we were taught that from little, that, just keep on pouring gratitude to what is your struggle, that energy starts to dissipate. That same situation starts to change. So I'll take an example and give you, because again, we are on the platform of health. You have a health challenge. You have something in your body that is not functioning. I do Reiki healing on cancer patients, so I share this with them as well. it's a paradox when we say, start being grateful, not for the fact that you got the cancer, just start thanking the body. Just start thanking the body from the time from you can remember, go back in date and start to thank the body till date of whatever came into your body, this issue or the disease. When the focus starts to shift of right now, I have this cancer in my body, I have this, because that again, that consumes them with all the treatment and the medication and all of that. They are all the time thinking, why this happened to me, why this happened to me, or how did this happen to me? From there, if you shift to, I thank this body from when I can remember to where it is, and now that it has got this, I start thanking that part that has got the issue. And the more and more and more we stay in the frequency of gratitude, it is miraculous how things start to change, because it's energy, and you shift the energy within you, you will start to shift what's happening in the body. So the same energy that is resisting earlier and is fighting what is happening in the body, that energy will switch to gratitude. Now, gratitude is not about, thank you, this happened to me. Eventually, you, in hindsight, you even realize that down the years, down the road, you always look back and understand in hindsight, everything happens for a reason and for a learning and teaching. But while you're going through what is happening to you, thank it. So once again, I teach yoga to students for years. And the challenge is people who will come and they are oversized, or they can't do the yoga and they cannot touch their toes, whatever. My teaching to them or my sharing to them always is, just thank the body. You're standing on your 2 feet, then you're bending to your knee, then you're bending wherever you are, however you are. Start with gratitude there. That is the beauty and the power of this, which is taken so, it's like callously thrown all over the place on headings and everything. Be grateful, be grateful. It's not being grateful for all the good that has happened in your life. It is understanding the good, the bad, the ugly. All is there for my growth. So whatever is happening for my growth. Whatever happened and led it till here, I thank. So what happens when we are in a constant state of gratefulness? Your breath starts living by thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Rather than why me, how me, what did this happen to me? Why this happened to me? Why that happened to me? These are just 2 frequencies you can be operating on. By default, we are on the victim frequency. By default, we are on whatever is a complaint mode, a constant chatter of complaint that is happening over here. Now, the power is consciously shifting to thank you. Thank you. So we start with the trigger points in our life, whether it is that relationship, money, or then health. 3 pivotal things that we humans are, caught up in. So we start, where is the challenge where we are facing the most? And my invitation over here to you all here in this platform, because this is what I do wherever I go, is I say, take the situation that is the most consuming situation in your life. Whether you're going through a health challenge, whether you're going through a crucial relationship challenge or a financial challenge. And just switch, change a small shift of where I was, what's happening over here till date, and I'm going to now switch it to being grateful. So it isn't simply just verbalizing it. So when I say gratefulness, I'm like, you take the conscious effort to change that belief system that is stuck inside of you of this complaint mode that goes on over here. If you watch the mind chattering, the mind is in a constantly why this, why that, but why is this happening, but why is that happening, but why did this go wrong, why did this? Pretty much we are 75-80%, most of us are, that's the chatter. And we watch that chatter to what is happening up here, because that, your word is a energy frequency. Your thought is an energy frequency. And these two things lead to your emotion. And that emotion is what you are emitting out into the universe. And you're receiving it right back. So when we are watching, how many times in the day am I cribbing about this health issue, this money issue, this, this relationship that never worked out or is not working out? How many times in the day am I doing that? Because the more I'm doing it here, it's going out there into the universe, and magnetically you're receiving it right back and more. Do you notice that, suppose there is a pattern of health issue for you? Anyone notices that you'll have one health issue, it will go away, then a little while later something else will not function, then the migraine, then this is hurting, and that is hurting, and this is hurting. Anybody notices that? Does that happen to anybody over here? Oh,
Yeah.
no. I know.
I have experienced it. Yeah.
So that is our thought, that is our emotion, that's our word that we are constantly talking about. We give so much, it comes out naturally. Oh, today, really my back's not. How are you doing? Today is like, this is really bothering me. Today, this is really bothering me. We will not see the rest of me is functioning. We will see that one thing that's bothering, we'll voice it, we'll think it, we'll feel it. Oh God, today I just don't feel good. And then hours we are sitting in that energy, not realizing that what am I doing? I am focused on what's going wrong in me. The flip of it is, thank you so much. This may be hurting, but thank you, the rest of my body is functioning. Thank you, this is functioning. Thank you, this is functioning. Thank you, the rest of my arms are like. We will not go there. We will stick to that dot. That dot, every day a dot will show up in your life. Every day, till you consciously make the choice of not looking at the dot and looking at this big picture. That person who will come and trigger you, that dot, you will, whole day will get consumed with, said this, he did that, he did that. You'll tell it to 3 more people, you'll think it, why this, then night will come, you'll go to sleep. Next day, new dot. Then that person is gone. Today, now money is short. Oh God, I have to pay this bill now. Where will the bill come? How but night comes. Next day, another dot. This is how we go through life. That dot keeps showing up, and it consumes us. And then how's life? Life is okay. How's life? Life is okay. Could be better. These are the answers. It could be better today. This the we'll start voicing what went wrong. And this is generic, unanimous with all of us, unless we get aware of what is it that we are speaking, thinking, and then eventually feeling. The power is in you to change your life every day. Every day there will be some dot will show up. How are you changing your everyday? Every day consciously, are you choosing to just live by whatever keeps showing up? Or no, I switch it. Because when I switch my frequency to coming to gratitude, I start to change how the day goes by, I start to change the tomorrow. I start to change the day after that. That is the power within all of us. And we have not been told we have that power. We have been told that life will keep throwing you curveballs and you have to somehow struggle through it. You somehow have to hurdle through it. No, you change the trajectory of your life by changing your thought, word, belief, emotion, and that is gratitude. How much can we stay in gratefulness? Not once a day, not when I get up or I go to the altar or I, look, whatever belief, prayer you do, and that's thank you. Because I'm in the field now, it's funny, it's like this, and I will tell this to somebody and they'll be, yeah, I am very thankful. Next word that comes out of the mouth is, but that fellow said like this, but he shouldn't have said like that. I don't know why he said like that. Like, this is what happens to our mind. You'll say thank you in 1 minute, and the next minute you complain. You'll complain about the person, the body, something's not right. Complain, complain, complain. And we are constantly complaining and not realizing that is what is creating our life. That trigger of the body, the trigger of the money, the trigger of that person who you can't get along with, it is getting enhanced because you are paying attention and giving it energy. Wherever we give our energy, that is what expands. So you give your energy to gratitude. Be grateful for every tiny little thing in this body, every tiny little thing. The body will start to change. I'm telling you that from experience. We're talking about not only health, weight. Yes, what you put into your body is very vital, but what do you put into your body here? We don't pay any focus here. Here we are cribbing about this is not right, not right. I am not 65 kilos. My goal is 65. My goal is 65. My goal is 65. I'm not 65. I'm not 65 kilos. If that's stuck over here, you are in a constant battle. So if I'm 85 kilos over here, thank you. I am right now 85. I will be whenever 65. But every day, that road that I'm taking, I will keep thanking the body for its functioning so beautifully. How amazing is this machinery that we are given? We don't thank. How these organs work. How do all the systems work? How does this brain work? I will focus on that one or two things. This is how we are. And it's a small switch. It's no rocket science. It's the most simplest thing. If this was in our syllabus of school, we would all be living like phenomenally happy lives. Simply watch the mind complaining. When it complains, switch it to thank you. Thank you. So before we speak, before we, the thought we don't have control because it's on a default mechanism. But word we have. So before this starts purging out to somebody, and we can't wait to tell our problems or our issues to whoever the first person we meet. First person, how was this? We start purging out everything that's going wrong. And there'll be maybe 3 things going wrong. 97 things that are going wrong, right? That's taken for granted. Well, I'm here to share. If you focus on 90, not even 97, you focus instead of 10 things that are going wrong, those 3 things will become 2 and become 1 and become this. And this 10 will become 20 and 30, and you will start living with truly every breath saying, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Even when that black dot shows up every day, you will find things to be grateful for. And then what happens? Then that black dot doesn't affect you because you are now in a frequency of so much of gratitude that will come and it will come and it'll just go away. It'll come and it'll just go. you won't be triggered by the exterior because your interior is now vibrating at such a high frequency that nothing can now shake you off your ground. So it is strength to a level that you can't imagine that is sitting in the system. That is gratitude. Anybody has anything questions? I think I couldn't stop rambling. I get very passionate about this. Anybody tells me to talk, I don't stop. So if anybody wants to.
Just a question, Rita. Thank you so much for your beautiful, beautiful explanations. Can we practice the actual statements? I'll use one of mine as an example.
Sure.
3.5 years ago, I was giving a session, a client coaching session, and all of a sudden I began 3.5 years of permanent nerve pain every day. And I focus a lot on gratitude and positivity, but I would love to know what sentences could I be saying to my body when the pain is in my left leg and it's all the time. Can we use this as an example? What to say instead? You said being grateful for the body up until that point, being grateful for all the rest of the body. So I usually joke with my kids and they say, "Oh, mommy, I'm sorry you're in pain." I said, like 95% of my parts are really good. What else can I be saying?
Yeah. So there is a belief system within us which doesn't change overnight. As you would know, it takes practice to change our own belief system. What is more powerful than saying is actually writing. So if you could literally write 5 points every day, I am so thankful and grateful for the perfect body health that I have. I'm so thankful and grateful my body is so robust. I'm so thankful and grateful wherever that issue is, my legs are functioning. Focusing on it being perfect, not what the issue is, but it is perfect. Your legs are perfect. They're functioning perfect like when I was 18 years old. Thank you, I'm able to run, say, 2 miles a day. My body is so effortlessly. Things like that, you write every day. Write it, see it, visualize it, spend that 5 minutes on yourself. So that issue will slowly, slowly, slowly start to turn. So the power of seeing, writing, believing, visualizing, all of it put together in gratitude, you will see the shift taking place. So when that part starts to hurt, it's like, thank you, legs. Thank you so much till date. You supported me. Thank you. My legs are so strong. Thank you. I can't thank you enough. Literally touching those legs and thanking, really, really thanking it. It supported you till here. It's going to support you forward as well. Believing that. But our focus comes on to really being thankful for that part. From the time you remember, visualizing, so whenever you were very athletic, if you were or they weren't, doesn't matter. If you want to visualize that you will be, visualizing yourself running that or standing for hours or whatever else that you do, that is, and seamlessly, effortlessly. You get what I am trying to say? That
Yes, Rita, it's so beautiful how you say it. Thank you so much.